the class. Oh, good morning, Joseph. Joseph, do you hear me? Joseph, are you there? Yes, okay, thank you. Could you turn on your camera, please? Okay, Miss Enrique, as you can notice, okay, that's great. Today we have a new classmate, right? Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph, do you think you can introduce yourself? A short introduction? Your name, your age, where are you from, what do you do, something like that?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, how are you doing?
¿Sí se me escucha?
Yes. Joseph, yes, for sure.
Can you hear me?
Yes, for sure. Do you hear us, Joseph?
Okay, good morning. I'm Joseph Marquez. Uh, I'm 24 years old. And now I am working and studying in the night in the university.
Okay.
I
That,
can hear that I speak.
okay, Joseph, that's great. Thank you so much. If you need to turn off your camera because of your work, your job, you can do it. But the idea is to try to keep the camera on, right? But I understand your issues, okay? There's no problem. So, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Santiago. I'm from Colombia. I'm 33 years old and I will be your teacher, right? It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope we can get along and welcome to this class. So, the idea today is to review past simple, right? So, I'm going to share my screen. Let's allow me to share my screen. This. So, I imagine all of you. Good morning, Ariana.
Hi, good
How are you
morning,
doing?
everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm actually gonna swipe a change to my computer.
Ah,
So
okay.
give me a moment.
Okay, no worries. Let me see. Okay, Mr. Javier already moved. So, as I imagine, all of you already know how past simple works, right? So, the idea is to do a quick review and then a lot of practice, okay? So, let's start. Past simple. Anyway, if you have any question, let me know, right? So, it's easy. For past simple, you have affirmative, negative, and interrogative as every verb tense, right? So, in affirmative, we need to change the verb to the past simple form, right? So the structure, we start with a subject, right? Then the verb in past, and then the complement, right? You already know that, I think. So, for example, she woke, the verb in past, to a school, the complement, right? So, oh, Jonathan, right. He ate pizza. So this is the verb in past. So subject, the verb, and complement in affirmative sentences, right? Then we have for negative sentences, we use auxiliary. Which auxiliary we use in past? Simple, Miss Enrique.
Did or didn't.
Did or didn't, you're right.
Yes.
Did. So it were in a good morning, Mr. Javier.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, teacher.
How are you doing?
Fine. It's a
That's
good
great.
day.
Awesome, that's great. So the idea is to practice today past simple. We are going to review quickly and then to start practicing, right? So I was mentioning As every verb tense, we have three possibilities: affirmative, negative, and interrogative, right? In affirmative, we just need a subject, a verb in past, and a complement. That's all, right? For example, she walked to school. He ate pizza. And for negative or for interrogative, we use the auxiliary did, right? Always did in past simple. So if we want to make a sentence negative, we just say she didn't, right? And important to keep in mind, when we use the auxiliary did, the verb goes in base form, in present. So they didn't walk, right, in present to school. This is the negative form. He didn't eat pigs. That's all. And for question, we just study with the auxiliary did. Did she? Again, as we are using the auxiliary did, the verb goes in base form. Did she walk to school? Did he eat pizza? That's all. I think you already know this, right? Do you have any question about this?
No question.
How past simple works? Okay, it's easy. Let's check the uses. We say that we use past simple for complete action in the past, right? I visited Paris last year. It had finished yet. No, it had finished already. Past habits or routines in the past. I play soccer every day when I was young. So notice we have an adverb of frequency or expression of time that refers to a routine every day. But also we have the expression when I was young, right? So past. And past states. I was tired yesterday. I feel tired, but yesterday. So for past simple, we need to be careful with the time expression, like yesterday, last week, last month, last year, last weekend, right? Okay, keywords. Yesterday, last night, last week, last year, ago. Ago means hace, right? In plus a day, plus a year. In 2020, right? The past. She traveled to Japan last month. So notice here, the clue is the time expression. So, and it is affirmative, we use the verb in passing. Okay, so far so good, right? Easy. So we have two possibilities when changing a verb to their past form, right? We have regular verbs and irregular verbs. What is the difference, Mr. Javier?
In regular verbs and irregular verbs, it's regular verbs change the structure.
Irregulars and regulars.
Regular is the same in all the tenses, plus
Okay.
ID in the last.
Okay, you're right. So regular verbs in past, we just add ed at the end of the verb, right? With regular. And irregular is because they change completely. Okay, that's clear. Good job. But even though with regular verbs we just add id at the end, there's different pronunciation. So I'm going to show you a video in which explain how to pronounce the words depending in the ending, in the sound at the end of the verb. Okay? Jonathan, good morning. Nice to see you again.
Good morning,
Good
Jonathan.
morning, everyone.
How are you doing?
Fine, mister, I'm fine.
Okay. Guys, again, before to continue, we have a new classmate. So I would like to introduce you, Joseph. Joseph has his camera off because he's working. Anyway, please be kind with Joseph and I hope we can get along. We're getting bigger, larger class. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to show you the video and then we're going to start practicing. Let me share the video. Okay, are you watching my screen?
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome to pronunciation practice. My name is Sammy, and I am an American English language student. Today, we are going to practice pronouncing past tense sounds using regular verbs ending in ed. For regular verbs, we usually add ed to the end of the verb to make it past tense. The spelling is easy because you just add ed, but the pronunciation can be a little tricky. Last weekend, I walked to the restaurant. When I got there, I glanced through the menu. The waiter arrived and I ordered a steak. After dinner, the waiter handed me the bill. I left happy because my meal tasted great. These verbs all have the past tense ed, but they are pronounced in 3 different ways. In walked and glanced, the ed makes a t sound. Walked, glanced. The ed in arrived and ordered ended with a d sound. Arrived, ordered. The ed in handed and tasted ended with an id sound. Handed, tasted. So how do you know which ed pronunciation to use? There are 3 rules to remember. First, if the verb ends in a t or d sound, use the id ending. For example, the past tense of verbs want and need becomes wanted or needed. If the verb ends in one of the following voiceless sounds, such as p, k, sh, ch, or use the t sound for past tense. For example, we have helped and washed. If the verb ends in any vowel or in a voiced sound like l, m, n, j, r, g, b, w, z, use the d ending. For example, called, played. Remember how we saw that spelling and sounds don't match up? Well, look at the following words: missed, sliced, and fixed. The last sound in each verb is spelled differently, but they all make the s sound. That's why they get the t past tense ending. Remember to focus on the last sound of a word. Both promised and closed have an S before the ed ending. However, promised has an S sound and closed has a Z sound. That's why promised has a T ending and closed has the D ending. Now you try. What are the American English pronunciations for these past tense verbs? Click pause to try the activity and press play when you are ready to continue.
What do you think, guys? The pronunciation for use in past.
Used.
Okay. And then in a vowel sound, okay. In its sound, okay. Melt, derretirse.
Melt.
Melted, right? With
Melt.
ed. Melted. Because,
Melt.
okay, this one. Sorry,
Pushed.
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 Pushed. And the last one,
Studied.
Studied.
Okay, let's check. Thank you.
I used an umbrella. The ice cream
Melted.
melted. He
He
pushed the
Pushed
pushed.
the study.
I studied for the test. Next time, we'll practice pronouncing.
Okay, thank you. I think this is important to keep it in mind. I'm going to send you, let me see, I'm going to take the screenshot of the explanation. Let me see. I think like this. Give me a moment. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to share this with you, okay? Through the chat and sending these
If the
rules, okay?
and
Mm. And the second one. So remember, even though the regular verbs we just add ed, there's three possible ways to pronounce, right?
played,
Okay, guys. So let's continue. So now the idea is to practice a past simple, but instead of just doing exercises to complete the sentence, let's try to do it with question. Asking question to your classmate in past simple, right? And you have to answer using past simple. I'm going to show you some questions. You can choose one and ask what to one of your classmates, okay? So I'm going to share my screen again with the questions. And now, do you have any question about past simple before to start?
No question.
Okay, so the idea is to practice our speaking skills, right? Oral production through past simple questions and answers, right? All of these questions are open questions. You can't say, yes, I did, or no, I don't. I didn't. You have to give us a complete answer. So, Miss Enrique, could you choose one of these questions and ask to one of your classmates, please?
The number one. What
Whatever
did
you
you
want.
do? What did you do last weekend?
Who? To who? Who are you asking?
Mariano.
Maria.
Mariano, what did you do last weekend?
Okay, I do play with my children. I went to the park. Went to the park. Let me see. I don't remember more.
Okay. Okay, good job. But be careful at the beginning. You say, I do. No, that's a
Mm.
mistake, right? First of
Oh,
all, you have to say, I did. But actually, it's better if you say, okay, last weekend, I went to the park with my family. We spent time together there. Maybe we eat an ice cream, something like that, right? You can use the structure of the question to start your answer, okay? Okay, you did it well anyway, because you use the past simple of the verb. Also, as we are trying to practice our oral skills, you can make up something, o sea, se pueden inventar cosas. You don't need to tell us the truth, just to try to develop your speech as much as possible. Anyway, good job, thank you. So, Mr. Javier, your turn. Choose a question and ask.
okay. I choose the 15 question. Education and learning. What subject did you enjoy in school? I choose to Jonathan.
Jonathan,
Uh, what subject did you enjoy in the school?
What is referred to subjects?
materia.
Materia, okay, okay. Okay, I think that I enjoy it. English, I think. In my school, I was the best student in the class. Maybe in there was like maybe 40 students, so I was the one of the better of the class.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. So, first of all, There were, because you mentioned many
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
You were.
Yeah,
Okay.
there were.
And maybe you was one of the best because you were referring to
Yeah.
the
Okay.
superlative, right? You were. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, mister.
I really appreciate it. Jonathan, choose a question and ask.
Okay, Ariana, how did you feel last Monday?
Last Monday, I feel
In past, Ariana,
I felt
I felt.
no, sorry, I
Okay,
felt,
good job.
yeah, with a T. I felt excitement,
Excitement. What do you mean?
like excited, but
Excited. But that's
excited.
an adjective. You don't need to add
Okay,
nothing. I feel excited.
yeah. For the for the new, like the new chapter in my life. Is that correct?
Okay, thank you. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, Ariana, ask. Choose a question and ask.
Uh, um, what was your routine like when you were a teenager? For Joseph.
Joseph, are you there?
There, what number is 7?
Number 7. Could you participate, Joseph? Could you answer?
Yes, the number 7.
Yes, please.
What is a teenager?
Adolescente.
Okay. Um, my routine, like when you were a teenager. Well, my routine when I was a teenager um, was woke up at 6 a.m. and go to the school. After that, I went to train football. Well, I went to train soccer every day.
Okay, Joseph, thank you so much. Good answer. Just one thing. You say, I woke up, that's great, but then you say, I go to school instead of I went to school, right?
I went to school.
Anyway, good job. You did it pretty good. Thank you. Okay, before to continue, I'm going to take the attendance. Joseph, do you think you can turn on your camera for a while? Un momentico, necesito tomar una captura de pantalla.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, thank you. Mr. Enrique, go
Yes.
ahead. Another question, please.
Okay. Mr. Santiago, where did you travel last year?
Last year I traveled last year, let me think. To Pereira, it's a city here in Colombia, where I visited a friend. We spent time with my friend. He took us to make a tour around the city. He showed us many different places, and I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Ms.
Okay.
Nick. Good question.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
I'm going to ask. Why not? Let me think. Mm, Okay, I think this is a good question. Mr. Javier, yes. Who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher.
Yes, and why?
Okay. When I went to the university, I meet teacher Rolando. He's a teacher of Penal, no sé cómo se dice
You can say
en...
in Spanish. I don't know. It's too specific.
Es
Es como un área muy
for
especializada.
the subject of penal. This a best teacher because he teaches about the any topics and explain very well.
That's great. Wonderful. Thank you. Mr. Javier, choose a question.
Okay. Eh, Ariana, what was your first job? What did you do? The question number 20.
Okay. Affectation. Um, my first job was my first job was a call center. And what did you do? I did phone calls and helped people to help people with their problems that they can have.
Okay, I'm curious. Tell us about the
I
experience
kind of
working in a
like
call center. Ariana, tell us about the experience. What do you think? How was it? Good, bad, horrible?
mm, good. I think uh, I was an auxiliary, auxiliary,
Auxiliary.
auxiliary. Yeah,
But people was kind, used to be kind, easy to manage.
yeah. It was like a small. How do you say? Empresa.
Enterprise.
Inter enterprise. Yeah. So it's well, it was not like a big job. It
And what
was
about
small.
your bosses, your co-workers?
Uh, I helped my boss was like my aunt. Yeah,
Okay, thank you. I'm
was
curious because here in Colombia, people talk really bad about call centers, are really hard jobs. Bosses aren't kind, there's a stressful work, and there is bad pay.
mm,
Okay, thank you, Ariana. Good job. Ariana, choose a question, please.
oh okay. To Jonathan, what new skills did you learn in the past year? Number 19.
Okay, I got it. Okay, that's an interesting question.
Yeah,
I learned it play ukulele the last
really?
year. Yeah, ukulele and try try it. Learn it piano and do streams. Yeah, I learned it last year. That what more? I think that work in a cinema. I think that that was a nice experience, and I think it's all. Yeah,
Thank you, Jonathan. A lot of information. So, do you started doing streams last year?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's great. And did you go to Hawaii? Where
No, no, no,
did you learn to play
no,
the ukulele?
no. But my sister have one ukulele, so in my free time I was I don't know. I take it and start and watch videos in YouTube, and that's
You
so good for me.
learn. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great, Jonathan. Thank you. Okay, sorry, I forget something. Joseph, choose a question and ask to one of your classmates. Sorry, I didn't give you opportunity last time.
Okay, well, um, have you ever changed career? Why did you change?
Good.
Number 23.
Okay, thank you. To who?
Enrique Rodrigo.
Enrique. It's Enrique.
Okay. Have you ever changed careers?
Do you know the meaning of
Mm,
career?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you. So,
Now my career is engineer of computer, and I studied. Uh, I began studying last year. Um, I don't. I didn't change the career because I had a long experience in computer now.
okay, thank you, Mr. Enrique. Did you study something else in the past? Or this is the
Yes,
first time
yeah,
you...
yeah. When I finished my school, I studied at university the same career, and I didn't
English.
finish it,
Why?
and because
Sorry.
I was working in 30 years ago, 30 años atrás. And now I begin,
Began in the past.
I
Or
began
started
to study
again.
again.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Enrique. Thank you so much. Good answer. Thank you so much. Jonathan, choose a question and ask. Try to choose different people. Don't ask always to the same classmate. There's different classmate, please.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Mariano, Javier, tell me what was your best vacation? What did you do there?
Vacation. My best vacation, it was went to the Pink Beach on Manabi. Pink Beach, because the sand is the same on color of pink. And I like it. Went to the Montañita because it's a good beach, and the people here play it or not play it and play it do not play it surfing on the beach.
Give me a moment. Javier, I need to make some feedback. And where is Manabi? You say Manabi, right? Where is it? In Ecuador.
Manabi es una provincia de aquí.
Oh, that's great. That's really cool. Okay, just two feedbacks. People there, right? People there. Instead people here, people there. And go surfing. When the activity, the sports ends in ing, we use go. Go surfing. People there, go surfing.
Go.
Okay, thank you. Good job. Mr. Hayat, choose a question.
Okay, Enrique,
Yes.
it's a favorite question for he. Number 14, who did you travel with on your last trip?
Well, um, I I travel with my family. In my last trip, I I I went to Panama
Panama.
and I saw many places. Um, I visited the Channel Panama. It was wonderful for me.
Okay, Miss Enrique, that's great. That's cool. So we went because you say I travel with my family. So we went to Panama. You, you and your family, right? More than one. So
Yes,
instead of I went, we went, right? And places. I saw different places in plural, right? Because you saw more than one. Okay, good job. Well done.
okay.
Miss Enrique, choose a question and ask to one of your classmates.
Well, the question is for Jonathan. Did you ever file a test? What happened? The number is 17.
Oh my God, Jonathan.
What did you ever file a test? What happened?
File a test. Okay, but is in general, maybe in school or
Yes, think about the most important test you have felt in your life.
The most important felt, I think that okay. In the exam to university in here in Guayaquil, I I lost that failed. Is it failed?
Failed. You're right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that exam, I think that I was practice a lot, studying a lot of questions, but in the moment of the exam, there is different questions that don't have a, a connection with the questions that I was learning. So it was different, and for that reason, I think that I lost. I failed that exam.
Failed. Okay, failed the exam. Okay, Jonathan. At the moment, in the moment, no. At the moment, okay.
Okay.
That happened. That's so sad. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, Jonathan. Okay, Joseph, choose a question, please. Ask to one of your classmates.
Okay. Did you work during your school years? What was it like? Number 24.
Number 4.
Um,
Yes.
Ariana.
Number 4.
Joseph, could you repeat it? We didn't understand. I'm sorry. Joseph, which question? Sorry.
Okay, I have to repeat.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
The same question. It's just we didn't understand. O sea, la misma pregunta es que solo no escuchamos bien.
Yes, it's the last question. I can't see the question.
Okay, I'm sorry. Guys, are you watching the question? Seeing the question? Chicos, ¿están viendo las preguntas? El resto de ustedes.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
I can see the question.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to
I
start.
think they refer to the last question.
Okay, let me see. Let's show these different questions. What about now, Joseph? Thank you, Ariane. Can you see the question?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can see the question.
Thank you so much. Joseph, what about you? Can you see the questions?
Yes, the 24.
So please ask, read the question.
Okay. Did you work during your school years? What was it like?
Okay.
This question?
I wasn't.
No.
I
Be careful.
what
You look up the question. We use the
It
same auxiliary to answer.
used. Okay. You are right. I was work.
I didn't.
That's
Did
correct.
you? No, I didn't.
I didn't.
No, I didn't.
I didn't work during my school year.
Okay, thank you. That's good. Ariana, choose a question and ask, please.
All right. Okay. To Enrique,
Yes.
what did you do the last time you went to the countryside or the beach? Number 13.
13.
Yes.
13.
Ah, yeah. 13.
Yes.
Yes, 13.
What did you do? Well, when I went to the countryside or the beach, I spent my time, took the photos and filmed the the ¿cómo es? The birds or ¿cómo es? Naturaleza.
Nature.
Nature. Yes. I spend my time all the days.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss Enrique. So, in this case, you can answer as different question. You can say, when or last time I went to the countryside, I do this, right? I was taking photos, a long action in the past because you were, okay, or you can say, I took photos of birds and nature, right? And
Yeah.
in one hand, when the last time I went to the countryside, I did this. In the other hand, the last time I went to the beach, I did this. I enjoyed the sun, I swim, I whatever you want, right? I swam, okay?
Oh,
Okay, good
okay.
job. Anyway, good job. Miss Enrique, go ahead, a question.
Okay. For Mariano, the
Hmm.
Number 22. What did you do yesterday at work?
Good question.
Okay. I did yesterday. Make several enforced issues. Yes, issues for two clients. I I read written. No, I wrote several mistakes on the these issues. This is for I did yesterday in my work.
Okay, thank you so much. Just one thing. You say make. So in was the make instead of make, made. right? In past. Make
Made.
in present and made in past. Okay, if you consider that the question asks for personal information or information you can give, is okay to not to answer, okay? You can ask for another question because I understand you work as a lawyer, so you need to keep your information private, right? Okay, Mr. Javier, thank you so much. Joseph, question, please. Choose a question and ask one to your classmates.
Okay. Number 12. What place did you visit? Did you visit when you was a child?
Who? Who are you asking?
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
What
good
places
question
did
for
you
you,
visit when
Jonathan.
you were? Yeah, when I was child, I visit Cali, Palmira in Colombia, Nariño, and in Cali, I visited.
Visited?
Yeah.
Visited. ED?
Okay. Visited. Yeah, we did. The Parque de los Gatos in Cali.
I want to visit.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to there.
But when I was, I don't know, when I was child, I traveled to Ecuador here, maybe with 12 years old. So yeah, visited Guayaquil, Quito, Manabí, a lot of places here.
You travel a lot. You used to travel a lot, Jonathan. That's great. Awesome. Hey, thank
Yes,
you.
yes, mister.
Thank you, Jonathan. Ariana, question. Your turn to ask.
Okay. Did you like your last job? Why or why not? To Mariano. Number 21.
21. Do you like your last job?
Yes.
Okay. I like it. I like it my last job because I'm I was to manage the RRH uh, human resources. It's a good depart. Yes, this is my last job. I
Okay.
like it.
Okay. Thank you so much. And Mr. Enrique, the last question, but ask Joseph, please.
Oh, Joseph, my question is, the number 11, did you ever get lost in a city? What happened?
Sorry, what is get lost?
Perderse.
Ah,
¿Se ha perdido
okay.
se perdió alguna vez en la ciudad? Ugh.
Um, yes, in the past I lost in the city because I takes uh I takes bus uh to went to the school every day, but um but in days I took uh, another line of bus
You take the
Another
wrong,
number of bus.
okay, you
Yes.
take the wrong bus. So,
And
oh,
I can't arrive to my school.
so sad. That was dangerous, actually. Okay,
Yes.
Joseph, thank you so much. Just one thing. At the beginning, you say, I take the bus. And you have to say, I took, because it's in past, right? That's all. Took the bus. Okay, guys, thank you so much. You did a great job. You're improving your speeches. You're giving longer answers, and that's great. Thank you so much. So, Joseph, bear with me. Se queda conmigo un momentico más, por favor. Guys, thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure. See you tomorrow and take care. Bye bye.
Okay, see
Bye,
you
Mr.
tomorrow.
Javier, Mr.
Bye,
Bye.
Ricardo,
See you
bye.
Miss
tomorrow.
Bye.
Ariana,
Bye.
and Mr. Jonathan. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, Joseph, I'm going to show you the platform. Okay, quick. Le voy a mostrar la plataforma de acá, ¿sí? Que me pidieron el favor que lo hiciera rápidamente. Voy a compartir mi pantalla. So, it- B1. So, there's some kind of rules or habits, right? Every Thursday is mean tomorrow you will have a homework in the platform. I'm going to lead a homework. ¿Sí? Cada jueves le subo una tarea en la plataforma. The deadline to do the homework is Sunday. La fecha límite para que hagan la tarea es el domingo. ¿Sí? Para el domingo ya la tienen que haber subido. I think you're going to receive your platform tonight. Creo que le van a entregar la plataforma esta noche. ¿Sí? When you get into the platform, you're going to see a lot of homework. You're watching my screen, ¿cierto? Está viendo mi pantalla. Joseph. Yes, right? So, esa es la plataforma.
Yes.
Thank you. Esa es la plataforma. Mira que está dividida por días, ¿sí? Cada sección es un día. Y siempre estas clases se graban y siempre se suben a la plataforma, ¿sí? Entonces, si de pronto
Okay.
un día no puede asistir, la clase va a quedar grabada para que se pueda poner al día. También se suben los
Okay.
recursos adicionales que se hayan usado, ¿sí? Siempre hay una presentación, algún archivo que se trabajó en la clase, siempre, siempre. Aparte, cada jueves, vea, acá aparece así, este cuadrito morado con un lápiz. Esta es la tarea, siempre cada jueves y cada lunes al principio de la clase lo primero que se hace es revisar la tarea. Entonces, por ejemplo,
Okay.
esta fue la última tarea, usted simplemente clique ahí le va a salir que es la tarea, que era realizar los ejercicios de este link. Si son ejercicios de un link, pues simplemente toma captura de pantalla y la sube para mostrar que lo hizo, ¿sí? Y ya a mí me aparece cuando se
Okay.
lo subieron y yo acá reviso y les doy la calificación. La asistencia se toma mediante screenshots, capturas de pantalla. Yo
Okay.
tomo una captura de pantalla, se envía a un grupo de WhatsApp y ahí reporto si faltó alguien o si la asistencia estuvo completa. Si de pronto no puedo asistir, es importante que me lo deje saber, ¿sí? La razón de por qué no puedo asistir para no colocarle falta.
Claro.
Y en términos generales, eso es como todo. Once again, welcome.
Sí, perdón, una pregunta.
For sure.
Supongo que ahora que voy a entrar a la plataforma voy a tener deberes pendientes.
Yes, for sure.
Ok, y todos los tengo que presentar hasta el lunes que viene.
No, 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 eso sí real. You have two options. Ahí tiene dos opciones. Lo ideal es que las haga, ¿cierto? Pero realmente son muchísimas porque pues son de muchos meses.
Claro.
Si de pronto usted ve que el tiempo no le da, o sea, la idea es que las haga porque le va a servir para practicar, para ver si tiene alguna duda, algún tema, alguna dificultad. Pero si ve que el tiempo está siendo muy difícil, entonces coloque yo ingresé en junio. Respondí a la tarea, yo ingresé en junio. Solo eso. Si puede,
Ok,
hágalo, sería lo óptimo. Pero pues yo entiendo que por cuestiones de estudio, trabajo, tiempo, a veces es difícil. Entonces, yo ingresé en
sí,
junio. Y hace la tarea que deje mañana. Empieza a hacer la tarea a partir de mañana, ¿listo? Si puede,
ok,
hágalo, sería lo óptimo. Si no, va colocando ingresé en junio. Joseph,
perfecto.
give me a moment. Could you look at the camera? Puede mirar un momentico la cámara. I have to take a screenshot. Thank you. I have to stay with someone else for 5 minutes and at the end take a screenshot. Tengo que quedarme con alguien 5 minutos más reforzando algo. Tomamos una captura de pantalla y eso es todo. Bye bye, Joseph. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Take
Gracias.
care. Bye bye.